Hi, my name is Alicia Armenta. It is 9/17/2017, and I will be discussing the 4 tissue types for our Lab 2 exercise, video exercise. So the first one I'm going to talk about is the epithelial cell, which provides a protective barrier, all of which contain basal lamina, and they are tightly packed into like leaky and or tight junctions depending on where they are in the body. For example, in the lungs, for example, one of the slides we viewed in our lab, it was leaky because gas exchange needed to be conducted through there. You can find epithelial cells in the skin, respiratory / digestive tract, urinary and reproductive systems, etc. There are 5 types of epithelial cells: protective, ciliated, exchange, supporting, and secretory. Transporting. And the basic structures of epithelial cells are categorized into 5, or not 5, but via stratified or simple, cuboidal, columnar, and squamous. And the next tissue I'm going to talk about is connective tissue, and this provides internal / external support for organs. Connective tissue is either fixed or mobile, depending on where they are in the body. It has an extracellular matrix made up of water, proteoglycans, and protein fibers. You can find connective tissue in under the skin, tendons and ligaments. They surround muscle and nerve tissue, and you can find them in fat and blood tissue and the cartilage and bone. There are also 5 types of connective tissue. There are loose, dense, adipose, which is fat, blood, and supporting. The third one is muscle tissue, which produces action potentials as well as nerve tissue. We will talk about that later. Muscle tissue contains actin and myosin, which help produce movement of the body and helps us to move our skeletal structure. There are 3 types, all of which can be found throughout the entire body. We are covered in muscles. There's the smooth muscle tissue, which lines the urinary and digestive systems and reproductive system, and airways and vessels too. And it's involuntary. And then cardiac is also involuntary. That's the second type. It provides the walls of the heart. And the third one is skeletal, which is voluntary, and it comprises of 40% of our body. Excuse me. And it's attached to the bones. Then there's nervous tissue. That's the fourth tissue type. Nerve cells transmit information throughout the body via our brain and spinal cord. That's where you can find them. They stimulate muscles to move, creating action potentials. They are supported by glial cells, and they are very slow growing. So those are the 4 tissue types, and thank you so much.